The senator from Alaska.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I rise today to really just ask a simple question. What are we doing here? What are we doing jeopardizing our economic recovery to just score political points? I have to agree with my friend and colleague from Nebraska. I am optimistic also. And that we have agreed on a $78 billion reduction to the 2011 budget. The glass isn't half full, it is more than three-quarters full. We're grandstanding over the federal budget when we should be focused on making sure American families can make their monthly budgets and get back to work. I'm not here to downplay the need to cut the federal deficit. I agree with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle. We need to make real cuts now. We have already committed to the deepest cuts to discretionary spending since World War II. That we are already halfway through the fiscal year, these cuts are a good down payment on even more progress in our fiscal 2012 budget and beyond. As a member of the Senate Budget Committee, I'm already putting forward concrete recommendations for more cuts in the future budget years, such as the eliminating orphan earmarks, saving upwards to $1 billion, cutting subsidies for millionaire farmers, saving, again, billions of dollars, cutting tax loopholes, saving tens of billions of dollars. Shutting down the government is not going to get us any closer to the real goal of reducing the deficit. We didn't save a single dime during the last shutdown. In fact, it cost American taxpayers $1.4 billion, and the economic costs were even more. Dozens of military construction projects are stalled right now, putting at risk hundreds of jobs this summer and need improvements to Alaska's military base. I've talked to these contractors, these individuals that are waiting for us to get our work done, to get certainty to their ability. Over $250 million pending and waiting for the work to be done. Military families also caught in the middle. The military will get paid, but the uncertainty of when they will get paid, because this will be waiting on us to pass a bill, is unfair. We should push harder to work out a compromise for them. At the same time, civilian construction projects and the jobs created by them for docks, housing, facilities are also at risk. Critical contracts to move forward on the land transfers to the state of Alaska and Alaska Native corporations will not get done in time for the summer work. Alaska businesses looking to start new operations won't be able to get the SBA loans. Families won't get the FHA or the USDA home loans. And the tax refunds that people have sent in their taxes by mail won't be processed. And key permits to onshore oil and gas development, which have been painfully slow to move forward, will be even stalled further. When I was home this past week, I heard directly from some of more than 17,000 federal workers in Alaska about their concerns. It might be easy for some to criticize public employees, but in Alaska, these workers are members of our communities. They contribute to our economy, pay taxes, and they provide critical services for my state, all across my state. Many are getting by paycheck to paycheck. A shutdown could mean their rent doesn't get paid, their mortgage is put at risk, their bank accounts won't balance. We cannot and should not play politics with their jobs just because we're not doing our job. Americans, Alaskans are frustrated. They're wondering what the heck we're doing here. And I agree with them. It's only been 3 months since the new Congress convened. Not much to report back home to the Alaskans that are working every day making progress in our state. It's past time to get back to work, roll up our sleeves, finish this budget, and put the 2012 budget on the table, and focus on the economy and creating jobs. Our economy is starting to turn the corner. Frankly, the many steps Congress took over the last 2 years to rebuild this economy are working. Unemployment dipped to 8.8%. 216,000 jobs created last month, the largest increase since last May. And TARP, which we all had mixed feelings on, is not only being paid back, it's returning a profit back to the federal government. Let's not put a wrench in our economy, in our economic recovery. These are good data points, but we're far from getting the job done. The economy is still fragile. Rising gas prices will make it harder. We need to show voters and the folks back home we can work together on deficit reduction, but also tackle energy legislation, tax reform, small business support, and education investment. I know it won't be easy to get all this done, but this is what folks in my state sent me back here to do, to get the work done, balance the budget, reduce spending, and continue to invest in growing our economy. I will always tell Alaskans when I get back home that all the easy issues are done. Only the hard ones are left. But that's why we're here. Mr. President, it's time for us to get back to work.